Hello coders. In this particular video, I will be discussing on a problematic scenario in which the user will be asking something from the user to take something from the user, and then we'll be finding out whether it's a odd number or a even number. Now the program is pretty straightforward, so let's write down the logic first. So the number will be something like num, and its modulus of 2. So modulus returns the remainder. So if the remainder is equal to 0, not triple equal to 0. Now triple equal to that's another scenario. Double equal to means the value, while triple equal to means the value as well as the data type. Anyways, so num modulus of 2 equal to 0. If that is the scenario, then so we'll be having a if structure. If num modulus of equal to 2, then we'll be saying that the number is even. So we'll be holding that inside a particular constant bool. So bool is a keyword. Let me use something different. So state equal to 1, and if it is not the scenario, then if else state equal to 0. Now by default we will be declaring that this particular state, by default this state will be having a state of 0. Okay, so now we are checking whether a number is odd or even. So we need a number, right? We need to ask for the number. So we will be having num equal to input, and we'll be asking, right, please enter a number to check. Fine. Number to check. Yeah, fine. So this num is being, within this num we'll be having some user given value, and it will be checked in here. So again we'll be having if num, sorry, if state equal to 1, not equal to, so equal to means assignment, double equal to means comparison. If state equal to 1, then print the number. We'll be using a formatted string. The number will be represented by this one num. The number is an even number. Fine, so far so good. And if it is not the scenario, then else print will be duplicating this line of code, this particular line. Let me press Ctrl C from my keyboard and press Ctrl V. The number is an odd number. Fine. So we'll be running this program and then we'll be modifying it later on. I think the program is so far so good. Okay. Yeah, fine. Yeah, let me press Ctrl S and let me check for the program. Control backtick to open the command prompt. CMD. Fine. So we'll be having something like let me make this okay, fine. So we are having Python. We are running the Python interpreter, and I am asking to run the file ghu.py. Enter a number to check 78. Okay, so there is some error. Not all argument converted during string formatting. Okay, so what the problem we are having is that maybe see the error for yourself. Not all arguments converted during string formatting. So there is something like string. So what this string might be? So if I print in here the print type, so type, and we'll be having this num, and we'll be commenting out the rest of the code. This particular portion, commenting it out. Let's see whatever input we took from the user. What's the type of that particular input? So we'll be running this program, number to check 78. So class str. So by default Python, whenever you are using the input function to take something from the user, from the console, it's being treated as a string. So how to convert this to an integer? It's simple. We'll be writing int bracket open, and now let's check for the data type, whether it is this time whether the data type is integer or not. Enter a number to check 78. Yeah, it's class int. Fine. So we don't need this line anymore. Let me comment this line and let me uncomment the list of the code. Control S. Let me press save from the keyboard and run the program. 78. 78 is an even number. Now the problem, so the problem set scenario is something different. So we'll be using the best cases. Like, what if the user provides a value ASD? So it's throwing some kind of error, the program is crashing. So in this set scenario where we are concerned with the input the data the user is giving from the console, in that particular case scenario we'll be using the try catch block. So what we'll be doing is that we'll be writing that try, and try will be trying to just take this number inside this one. This is still some error. Okay, try must at least one have an except clause. So except as e, fine, and will be okay. So let me accept as e, fine, and we'll be writing that print. Please enter a valid input. Please enter a valid number. Control S. There are still some error. Except as e, parsing invalid syntax, GOHA, no quick fix available. Okay. Exception as e. Except as e. What is the structure of except? Except as e. Not working. Okay. So what is the structure of this particular except? Let me open up Chrome and write in here Python. Let me check out the syntax of except, try except block. So except as e. So I'm not getting it properly. Except as e. Nope. Except print. Nope. Fine. So except as e. So as e means that I'll be printing out the system error message. So except exception. Okay, except exception as e. Fine. So except, and then we'll be having this one as exception as e. Fine. And we'll be printing this out. Still we are having some error. Please enter a valid number, and the system error message will be print this error message, which is something like dot. Let me press Ctrl S from the keyboard, and now let me run the program. So I'll be pressing CLS from Python. So Python ghu.py, enter a number to check. How about 8J? So sys error as message as e. Okay, so what error it is showing? Let me check it out. And okay, please enter a number to check. Fine. Please enter a number to check HJ. Please enter a valid number, and this is the system error message. We can, so this will be maybe comma. No, not comma. Print system error message. Maybe we'll be using a formatted string. So if, and within curly braces we'll be printing this e. Fine. Control S. Yeah. So let me run the program one more time. Let me press CLS from the console and run the program. We'll be providing AJU. So please enter a number to check. So this is the error message which the system is showing. So Python, this is the something like Python is showing. So we can uncheck this one as well. You can simply write something like this one. So if the user is giving some erroneous input, so here it's state equal to 0 type num. So within num we are having the value which the user is giving, and if it is a string, then there will be some error, some custom error. So this is a checking, error checking. So let me press BN and let me press enter. Please enter a valid number. Fine. Still the loop is going after this particular except block. This portion is being getting accepted. So this should not be accepted. This should not be, this should not happen. This should only happen if there are no errors. So try, then accept. Okay, try, accept. Fine. So try this one. Fine. So let me cut this portion out, this particular section. Control X and put it inside try block. So inside try block, there are some problem with the indentation. So if fine tab will be tab and this will be tab. Control S. Okay, fine. So this will be again tab and tab. So I am making the indentation properly. Okay. So what we are having is that inside try we are taking the number. So if that number is not an integer, then it will go to this except block. If it is a number only, then this portion will get executed. So now let's run the program and let's see how it looks. CLS to clear out the console. We'll be giving first of all our erroneous value GHY. Please enter a valid number. And now if I give 78, the number 78 is an even number. While if I give 73 as a number, the number 73 is an odd number. So in this way you can try and accept block is a very important topic in Python, in which the user input is being checked. Whatever. So you need to check for the input which the user is providing, whether there are any issues with the user is giving or not. So as you can see, so what let me chalk out what the things which we have achieved as of now. So whenever you're using input function and taking something from the console, Python treats it as a string. So we need to typecast it using int. Now if that is not the case scenario, so try, if this number is not an integer, then it would be, the control will move to this except block and it will throw an error. Please enter a valid number. And if I want to print the system error message, then I need to do something like as print except exception as e. So there is a problem, there is a spelling mistake, exception as e. Fine. And this will be the error message, this one. Control S from the keyboard. Fine. So let me run the program and let's see what's the system error message which Python is showing. We'll be giving an erroneous value. So here please enter a valid number. This is the error message which I am showing to the user, which is a meaningful one, which will be understandable by a non-programmer. But this one, sys error message invalid for int which based in JHU. This one is for the developer who understand Python very well, and they by looking at this particular line which Python is throwing, you will be able to decipher what the Python is, what the error message is all about. So if I want to give something a logical kind of exception that which will be helpful for the user who is a non-Python user and he wants to know what the wrong he has done. So that's how this try and accept block works. So this is a simple program. So the name of the program is nothing but the name of the program is hash. The name of the program is check for even and odd number. Check for even and odd number. So this is the program is all about. So we are using a boolean as well. So what booleans are used to store the behavior of a particular thing in the behavior. So maybe you are logged in, after a certain time you have logged out. So if the state is 0, it means that you are logged out, and if the state is 1, that means you are within a particular period of time. So boolean are used to store the state of an object, the state of something. So that's how boolean are being used. So a lot of thing has been achieved in this particular program, though this program was a simple one, but I made it a bit complex, and I showed you that using the type, I showed you that whenever we are using the input function, then Python is treating it as a string and we need to typecast it. So a lot of thing has been achieved in here. So let me know in the comment section how you felt about this video, and we discussed a lot of thing in this one video. Thank you all guys, and happy coding.